Habit number 4, optimal breathing. Now, before we start into this, I'm going to say you've got your hydration sorted, habit number 1, your earthing sorted, your grounding, your earthing sorted, habit number 2, and you've got your intermittent fasting sorted now. So that's 3 amazing things you've got sorted there. And now we're going to talk about optimal breathing. Now, do you realise that you take on average 23,040 breaths a day? Because when you look at this, right, you can go roughly 3 weeks without food, yeah? You can go 3 days without water, right? 3 minutes without breathing and you are in trouble. Can you see that? 3 weeks, 3 days, but 3 minutes without breathing and we're all in trouble. And this is why I want to talk about optimal breathing. Now we're going to link it to your HRV as well, which your heart rate variability, which is affected by optimal breathing. See, athletes have a much higher heart rate variability. This can be altered by breathing and food as well. So we're going to get into that in a short while. And it's a marker for good health, the higher your heart rate variability. Now, we're going to talk about 2 systems in your body now. We're going to talk about your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight system. No, that's your what keeps your body in order. Sorry, I'm just getting these mixed up wrong way around at the moment. Yeah. So you got your parasympathetic nervous system. It wants to keep your body really in order and balanced, right? So that's really good for you, right? Keeps you in balance. Now you've got your sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight and flight. Yeah, your sympathetic nervous system, fight and flight. Now, people in the know, such as me and David and others who follow us, we know to keep these systems balanced. And it's very important you do keep them balanced because of the negativity, what can happen in your body if they're not balanced. So athletes know this very well, that they keep both the para and the sympathetic nervous systems in balance there. Now, if you've got these out of balance, researchers have found it can cause acid reflux, muscular pain, high blood pressure, rapid weight gain, lack of sex drive, mood swings, osteoporosis, and other negative things. How to get it out of balance is not much exercise, eating poor food choices, and getting highly stressed at times too much. So you're getting stressed, you're getting angry, then you're not doing much exercise at all, very little, and then you're eating a lot of processed foods. See, that is going to damage and get it really, really unbalanced like this. And that's where damage to your body occurs. Now, that's why I recommend meditation, you know, and deep breathing, because of the damage, what can occur when you are in fight and flight too much. Now, thank you, Debbie. Now, so that said, the damage, what can happen when you're out of balance. Now, that's why you've been told to take a deep breath when you get stressed. Can you see now? Take a deep breath. We heard it when we were kids. Breathe, take a deep breath. When some, terrible happens, shall I say, take a deep breath, sit down, get your breathing, yeah? Because this is going to get you back in line, you see, what I've just mentioned, between the 2 systems. So, in the product, there's a couple of published medical articles. I want to mention one now, an Indian one, done in 2013. It were a relaxed breathing study of 2013. The links are in the product. And it were pranayama, that ancient breathing technique. The Indians were using it. Now, during this study, you were allowed to take 6 nasal breaths per minute in the 20-minute time of the study. Now, what they found when they put the biomarkers all over them and did blood work and whatnot, they found on the first nasal breath, their positive biomarkers within their body were already altered on the first one. And they spent 20 minutes getting higher and higher, better and better, and improving non-stop throughout the 20 minutes. Now, which I thought were marvellous, you know. Now, in 2018, a book found me, because books search for me and find me. Money might find you, books find me, yeah? Now, this book was called Chi Running. There you go, Chi Running. I thought, what on earth is Chi Running? So I got stuck in, by Danny Dreyer. I got stuck into this book. I was blown away. These guys are running 50-mile runs. Get that again, 50-mile runs, nasal breathing only. It blew me away. Anyway, I like running. I went out and tried to do it. I couldn't do it. I thought, what's the magic here? I tried a few times. Then I found there were Chi running workshops in the UK. Bingo. I booked on a Chi running workshop in Manchester, UK. Met this guy called Phil Good, a Chi runner. He taught me to Chi run. I learnt it in the studio. Then I went out onto a park in Manchester. And I did a 100-metre sprint with my mouth closed. And I was amazed. I did not get out of breath. I was nasal breathing. Anyway, I came away after 2 days at that workshop. And I was like delighted. I learnt how to Chi run. So, that was that. So I started Chi running, nasal breathing. I was passing people who were ordinary running. I had that much energy going into me. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. Then, in 2020, 2 years later, another book came out. Breathe by James Nestor. Now this book, wow, about nasal breathing. And James and his doctor friend, they did some laboratory test, medical test, with James's nose plugged up with silicone and his doctor friend's nose plugged with silicone, both nostrils plugged up, and then breathing only through the mouth and running on a 5-mile run. Then they did it with the unplugging of the nostrils, nasal breathing. The differences were amazing, and I mean amazing. So this is all nasal breathing where I'm leading down this path, because it's nitric oxide, which what you take in nasal breathing. I'm just going to move some here in my way. Bear with me. It were discovered by a Nobel Prize winner called Dr. Louis Ignarro. Now, he won the Nobel Prize for this. He discovered the amazing benefits of nitric oxide within the human body and how to achieve optimum levels of nitric oxide. Now, nasal breathing's the top. Second is vegetables, both root and leafy, raise nitric oxide. So you've got a way in through diet and a way in through nasal breathing. Now, how to lower nitric oxide is a lot of unhealthy high processed food and high sugar. Them two. High sugar, high processed food, lower nitric oxide. Leafy vegetables, beet vegetables, raise nitric oxide. So you've got a way in through diet there. Now, and he found that raised nitric oxide lowers your blood pressure, gives you a healthy heart and arteries, good for memory recall, aids digestion, promotes erectile function in men and sexual arousal in both men and women. This is nitric oxide raising. So now, what I like to say is I would like you all to try nasal breathing. You might say I can't do it. That's what I said at first when I tried running. Stick with it, you know, and try it for 20 minutes a day. Close your mouth for 20 minutes a day, you know, and try it. And I think after 3 months, you'll be taping your mouth up at night time, because that's what I did. There's my tape here, 3M medical tape, you know, and I'll just see if I can get into this tape while we're here. I should have done this, shouldn't I? Yeah. Come on, tape. Like Blue Peter, this, isn't it? One we prepared earlier. Yeah. There we go. I'm in. Bear with me. Right, so 3M, sorry for that small delay. 3M tape. Am I meant to be doing this? Because it keeps hiding away from me. Clean cut. There we go. It's probably because I haven't used it for a few years. There we go. Right. So, 3M tape. I've got a small strip there. See how easy it came off? No pain. See that? I put it on, took it off right easy. This is the tape I used for taping my mouth up way back in 2018. I taped my mouth up for just over 2 months, and now I do it naturally. I close my mouth while I sleep. It took 2 months training, about 60 days-ish, and I'm a natural mouth closer in my sleep now through it. And, you know, because them books, Breathe by James Nestor, that's my book recommendation. Chi Running by Danny Dreyer, there. And there's another one called Oxygen Advantage by Patrick McGowan. Yeah. So that's a really good one, Oxygen Advantage. So you can get that book as well, but get them two, dive into them and learn what I learned. Honestly, this will change your life. You get into this nasal breathing, your health will fly and skyrocket. Now, an article I read as well, how to breathe your way to a better memory and better sleep. That were in New Scientist by Caroline Williams, the 8th of January 2020. That article were another amazing nasal breathing article, yeah. So there's plenty of information in our product for you to look at, but I urge you to get into nasal breathing like me and have the high nitric oxide benefits that I have, feel good benefits and good health markers, all through this one change to my health. This one, you know. And on our bucket system here, on there, obviously it's physical health you're changing here, but it's got a knock-on effect onto your emotional health and your mental health, because when your health gets better, you don't react to stresses as easy. When you're healthier, you do not react to stresses as easy because you feel good. It's endorphins travelling through your body. You're just feeling good because you're healthy. If you're unhealthy, you're going to act to stresses much easier. So, yeah. So that's why it's good for your mental health and emotional health, them too, as well as just a knock-on effect from the physical health. So anyway, thanks for listening to me, and I apologise for stalling earlier because there was that much information in this one, and my tape not working because I hadn't used it for years, but use it, and thank you for listening, and I'll see you in Habit 5. Goodbye.